Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I've got a quick one for you today. I want to show you the Grand Seiko Spring Drive GMT. This is the original SBGE001 reference. I actually featured this watch on the channel last year, and I wanted to revisit it. I try and do 5 to 6 minute videos now. I think that's a great time frame. It doesn't take too much of your time to watch, and I can cover all the basics of the watch. So I want to revisit this watch because it is so dynamic, and it is it's a fun one from Grand Seiko. I love the sapphire bezel insert. This really is interesting. It's a loomed insert, so you get that great Lumibright tone in the background. And just check out how it plays with the light. You can see it almost looks opaque in certain lights, and then other lights it becomes very dark and almost black, and you can have a hard time making out those numbers, those lume numbers under that sapphire insert. So it's a really cool one, and it plays well with the dial, which is chock full of detail, very, very small detail. If you look at the indices, you can see they're very dynamic and they're faceted, and the tops of those indices have very small striations or very, very, very small ridges that really grab light, and it looks awesome, especially with that very thick handset that reaches out toward the ends of the dials. Really, really nice. I love the power reserve indicator. That's something that you'll see on a Grand Seiko Spring Drive. They always have a power reserve indicator. And a widescreen date format. So this one has the widescreen date cut out at the 4 o'clock, and it looks very sharp. I mean, even if you look at the printing here, you can see Grand Seiko is done in kind of like a diamond dust paint. So it gets some reflectance, there's some depth to it. And when you hold this watch in hand and you see it, you really notice the quality, and you notice those little details. And it just makes you feel like you're holding a very premium product, kind of a work of art in your hand, and you really are. I mean, this thing is so cool, and look at it in different lights. It looks so different inside than outside. And you can see how that sapphire bezel insert, the dome sapphire crystal, and that beautiful Soratsu polishing, you can see how sharp and clean that is, and how it plays with reflections and the sun, natural light, ambient light. I mean, it's quite a beautiful watch. And then you pair that with the technology that Seiko's using, the Spring Drive. Look at that absolutely smooth sweep of the second hand. I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing how they do that. They use an electromagnetic brake to slow the release of energy, so you get absolute accuracy, and you get an absolutely quiet and smooth sweep of all the hands. I mean, it's really, really quite impressive. So here it is on my 7.25-inch wrists. Sits very comfortably, and I love this 5-link bracelet design that they use with the alternating polished and brushed and polished surfaces. Very sharp, very comfortable as well. You can see there's a nice GS embossed logo on the clasp, and then also on the case back too, you can see the classic or the vintage design of the logo there with the line with the one paw up. Very cool. So what are the negative points? Well, you know, kind of subjective, but I'd say the big one here is because there is so much shine and polished surfaces, it's a fingerprint and dust magnet. It's hard to keep this one looking as pristine as I've tried to capture it in this video, because the smudges and fingerprints and dust, they do stick to this really, really sharp watch. But other than that, I mean, it's really cool. I like what Seiko has done. I'm not sure how I feel about the updated model, the SBGE001, where they've really just applied a logo change. I don't know. I like the fact that Grand Seiko is prominent, but I don't know if it's executed super well. It still feels a little awkward to me, so that's something that I don't feel takes place here on the 001, the original version, with the applied Seiko logo at the top. So anyways, guys, if you're interested in this particular watch, it is for sale. This belongs to my father. He just never wears it anymore. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and reach out to me. You can email me at watchbw@gmail.com. This is a very prime example, purchased from an AD last year from Timeless Luxury Watches, and comes complete with the box, the paperwork, everything that you would get from Grand Seiko, and is in really, really good shape. So let me know if you're interested. We're looking for around $4,000, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.